10 o'clock, please silence, shut off our cell phones and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty, so public comment? Public comment?
I have some additions.
Yeah, oh, perfect. Additions and deletions.
No deletions. I have several additions. Income survey, scope of work and budget. Umpqua Valley financial letter of engagement. Umpqua Valley financial contract and Hunter's OLCC permit.
Alrighty. First order of business, MOU with New Beginnings. We discussed this yesterday. I'll entertain a motion on the memorandum of understanding with New Beginnings and Intervention Center and Lake County District Attorney's Office.
So I'll make a motion to accept the memorandum of understanding between New Beginnings Intervention Center and Lake County District Attorney's Office.
I'll second that motion. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Kevin Hawks came to us yesterday and had a presentation on Knuckle Boom that they're going to be using. It's the National N55 Knuckle Boom. It has a fiscal impact of $9,000. It's being utilized for a number of things, but it will help and assist the new paint machine and loading their trailer with the paint beads, and it's just they've done a lot of tests making sure that it's going to work for the vehicles and the trucks they have. So anyway, with that brief overview, I'll entertain a motion.
We'll make a motion to purchase the Knuckle Boom for a fiscal impact of $9,000.
I'll second that motion. Motion's been made and seconded. We'll approve the purchase of the Knuckle Boom National N55 for $9,000 under Rule 8 single source exemption. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next up, Ann Crumrine's budget resolutions 2020-11. Ann's with the constituent at the moment, but briefly, this just this helps with a lot of the landfill transfers and resources, and increase capital outlay increase, and there's a decrease in salaries and contingency. We kind of talked a little bit about it yesterday, and obviously we had some discussion about the maintenance line item, equipment maintenance being too low. It's at a better number now. So
We need to make sure we take care of that in our budget.
right,
So,
absolutely highlight that as something that we want to keep in mind. With that, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the budget resolution 2020-11. And I don't have the thing in front of me for some reason. For the fiscal impact,
$50,000
for $50,000.
transfer from general fund. I'll second your motion. Motion's been made and seconded to approve budget resolution 2020-11 for the fiscal impact to general fund of $50,000. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Umpqua Valley financial letter of engagement. Pretty straightforward, just a brief letter of engagement, the contract is separate. I'll entertain a motion on the letter of engagement with Umpqua.
I'll make a motion to accept the letter of engagement with Umpqua Valley Financial.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next up, Umpqua Valley Financial Contract. Have you seen any, do you have any issues with it?
It's the same one we had previously, right?
Exactly, yeah. It's not to exceed 36,500. Yep. Good to go, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the contract between Umpqua Valley Financial and Lake County for fiscal impact not to exceed $36,500.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And I think
I
I'm
heard
buying
that.
lunch. I
Again,
think I'm buying
that's
lunch.
2 lunches.
That was I jinxed myself. That's Senator Finley is calling me. So,
Do you wanna adjourn so you can?
no, I'll call him back. We can briefly run this through.
Wait and see.
I have a feeling he's probably calling me on the fire bill, on the one that I testified on yesterday. So, anyway, Goose Lake Railway contract for Chrissy Grant.
So did we get,
Oh,
we got that one complete, right?
did we do that? Yeah,
Okay,
I approve, yeah.
thank you.
We all said ayes?
Sorry,
Okay,
James.
yeah, no worries. I'm gonna blame Senator Finley and myself. I seriously thought I had silenced my phone. Yeah. I don't get to blame a senator for things very often, especially Senator Finley. He's a pretty cool guy. So next up on the list is the Goose Lake Railway contract with Chrissy Grant. Brought to us by David Berman. It's a physical impact of $10,605,000. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the Chrissy Grant contract for $10,600,605,000.
Second that motion. Any discussion?
Been a long time coming.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next up is provider agreement, provider service agreements, 2021-2023 biennium. Am I not seeing this? Oh, here it is. Okay, my brain is not working right now.
I'll make a motion
Go
to
ahead.
accept the provider service agreement for Lake County and Lake County Senior Citizens Association.
I'll second that motion. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Should we have the funding match requirement in there? I need to amend that.
No, it's fine, I just needed a motion for each
Okay.
contract, please.
Copy that.
Okay, income survey, scope of work and budget.
So can we have a little bit of discussion?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I need a motion for each contract.
Oh, for each one. Okay,
Okay, so that was for the senior center.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement between Lake County and the Paisley Intercourt Family Center.
I'll second that motion. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Sorry.
Motion carries. No worries, I completely lost it there.
Now we're on the Christmas Valley one?
Yeah.
So, I guess we can have further discussion after I bring it up. Make my motion.
Well, we can talk now, it's fine.
Okay, so this is very important. Now maybe you can explain the reason we need this better than I can.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Danielle wasn't in the room yesterday, so yeah.
Christmas Valley is an unincorporated area and they don't have specific census data available for demographic studies. So, to qualify for a community development block grant, Lake County has to administer the community development block grant. I guess I should back up for them. We have to qualify through a demographic survey, and the main qualification is being 51% low income or higher. So we have to make sure that their income level qualifies based on household sizes. And so I have talked to the two demographic study institutes on the Northwest Coast and that are certified by Business Oregon. And one PSU can start the end of this month, and the other company can't start until October. So if I don't start the income surveys until October, I can't even apply until the spring of next year. And with the way the Christmas Valley Water District is going, it's in such disrepair, I'd really like to get this going as soon as possible. And so I'm hoping the commissioners will approve using my Economic Development Fund project dollars to pay the $10,110, I think it is, to do the scope of work needed for the survey. And if they don't respond, which is a pain, they're counted as having enough income. No responses. I was like, oh.
So what is the percentage that we have to get qualified for the?
51% of the population needs to be low income. And we want
That's on the water system, and then the library is different, right?
No. So it's 51% to qualify for community development block grants. They will do a sample of 80% of the water district because it's a public works thing. There's a little bit different process to qualify for that. And then they have a 60% random sample of the 10-mile radius around the library. And so we just need people to respond as quickly as they can because it's really important. The library is not a huge need, but that water district needs to get going. And once we have this complete, it's good for 5 years, which is great because I have to do the public works grant in phases. Unless they get funding from the state for it to pay for engineering costs, I have to apply for the engineering costs first before I can apply for any of the construction or materials and supplies, which stinks because that means this fall, best case scenario, I can apply for engineering costs. And then this spring I can do the rest of it. But
so letting Christmas Valley residents know it's random.
yes.
Their name isn't.
No. Oh, yes. So it's completely private. The household will get a letter sent to them for the first survey campaign. And then their return, the demographic survey just has a number, and that doesn't directly correlate to their name. So it'll have as much privacy as they need. It's not going to be used by any other government entity besides Community Development Block Grant. It's not going to be sent to the census or PSU isn't going to use it for anything else. It's only for this one particular application.
And when do those get sent out?
We're hoping they'll start mailing them out at the end of this month. I have all of the addresses, situs addresses for the water district, and then I should have the library district addresses completed today. So our idea is that we will start mailing these out the end of the month. Well, we meaning PSU. It's all handled by them. We don't know any of the meat and potatoes of any of it. We just know whether we get to proceed with the application or not. So,
But it's really important that the community gets involved with it because we have to have their involvement.
And that they know what to expect, because like Melanie says, these things are gonna go up by the end of the month. And we had some conversation yesterday with Kevin Hawk, is that it goes a long way to engage with people earlier on and start making sure that they understand the importance of this. And yeah, they're gonna get an email, letter in the mail, it's gonna talk about the library, it's gonna talk about the water, and the water's primary. It's a big issue, but we're doing them together because
Because the
Saves
library
money.
can use the same data.
they could, and it saves money by doing them both. They have different districts and everything, but we can do them both at the same time, and it just makes sense. But we wanna make sure that we are engaging with the public up there so that they understand when they get this letter in the mail, what it actually is.
there's only 3 questions on it.
Oh, okay. Can I ask, how are you going about getting the word out to Christmas Valley residents?
So I'm doing advertisements in the paper. I'm thinking I might take a trip up there and try to engage with different groups and things. We're going to send out letters to some of the residents and try to just build a good word of mouth. There's going to be an article in the Whispers, I think it is, in June. And then the water district is going to do a lot of outreach too.
And is the library helping with outreach?
Yeah, she'll be doing some sort of campaign also, yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
And thanks for the explanation so that I knew what was going on.
No worries.
We just want the public to know, because it's sensitive. I mean, it's your income and
Mhm.
you're gonna have people asking, but the purpose of it is very helpful.
Mhm. And it's just a range. It says, do you make between this range, this range, this range, or this range, or however many ranges they have. And then they want to know your household size, and I think, I can't remember what else. I think if you rent or own is what it is. I'm not certain on that one. But it's super simple. It's completely anonymous. And if people don't respond, it could be bad.
Are we gonna do self-addressed stamped envelopes?
Yeah, the
Are we gonna
return
pay?
the return address or the return envelope will be have postage on it.
Copy that.
And then if they don't respond with the mail, we'll start a door-to-door campaign in 2 months.
And then Eric is gonna help us with that.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Well, so whoever does the surveys has to be trained because it's very important to maintain privacy. So like, say I'm one of the volunteers to go to the door-to-door thing. I'll have a clipboard, I'll pass it to the household, they'll fill it out, put it in a secrecy envelope, and then I put it in a box. And then I just ship it off to PSU. None of the surveyors will review any of the data. It's completely confidential. Your name isn't anywhere on the return address thing, or it's all just a number, random number. So, because we want people to answer honestly, regardless of if they qualify or not, but we want them to feel secure and trust the process.
Right.
And it's for $2.5 million for the water district, which is just not much in the grand scheme of what they need,
And
but
every little bit counts.
yeah.
No, and thank you for all your work on this. This has been
Very much.
fantastic.
If I didn't do it, they wouldn't
Mhm.
qualify.
Right, I know.
I'm all they have.
You're all we have too, Mel.
I know, poor things.
Barry's not even here, so we're
That's
just
why
very
he's that
alone.
guy.
Anyways, it's quite the process,
It
but
is.
it will be worth it in the end.
So, I'll make a motion to accept the Christmas Valley Water District and Library District's income surveys and scope of work and budget. And we'll pay for it out of the
215.
215, which is the economic development.
Mhm.
I'll second that motion, to approve the Christmas Valley Water and Library District's income survey scope of work, and budget for fiscal impact of $10,110, to come out of, 215, economic development budget. All those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries. Thank you. Thank you both. So fairground fee increase.
We haven't opened the hearing
Yeah, we have, that's right. Okay, so we have a few more minutes. Let's skip down liquor
Well,
license.
the hearing.
Now, yeah, I can't until 10:30.
Oh, copy that.
yet. We're fast.
Yeah.
I knew it would be.
So, liquor license application, Hunter's Hot Springs has applied for a liquor license for their bar. It's under the medicine room. So I'll entertain a motion on this.
I'll make a motion to accept the liquor license application for Hunters.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Okay, so, let's go ahead and do meeting minutes. We have meeting minutes from April 20th to April 21st and April 21st. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes for the work session of 4/20/21 and the regular session of 4/21/21.
I'll second that motion. Motion's been made. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So, we have a few more minutes still, so.
5-minute recess.
If you want a 5-minute recess? I'm fine with going, I was gonna update you a little bit on our discussion last night when I gave testimony on that one bill, the Senate bill at 605, which I'm curious what Senator Finley will have for me on it, but basically, I was pretty disappointed. They let us go first, and unfortunately, because they let us go first, we couldn't testify on any of the testimony that was given in favor of the bill, because all those in opposition went first. So, Commissioner Kress and Commissioner Pope, and myself, we all gave testimony along with Rob Bovett from AOC in opposition. This is not something that any of the counties that I am aware of are really in favor of. They were making, one of the things that they said, the reasons they had to do this is because there's donut holes in the districts where people have moved onto vacant land after the district was formed, built a house, and now they're no longer, and because they're not grandfathered in, they're not paying the taxes of the district, which makes 0 sense to me. Because if you move into a district, you are in a district. And so I took this to our county assessor, Dave Knowles, and he was blowing head gaskets, trying to wrap his head around it. Made absolutely no sense on the testimony that was given. spoke with Commissioner Kress this morning. I think back in the day, they had a funky system of annexing properties into their district. So they actually do have a bunch of donut holes. But anyway, they think that the way to fix that basically is to make every other county and every other fire district in the state go through this as well. And they're still not willing to really give commissioners or give the public the ability to say no or have a voice in the process. They're still kind of we're working on the amendments for it. We're still hoping that they adopt them. One of the Senate representatives on the call, she did make the very last comment, and she did a good job. She said, obviously this is important to a lot of different people and it has a lot of issues. Let's try and find a way to get to yes. So I don't believe that bill is going to move out of committee until they do some further work, which is good because it opens the door for us to collaborate and try and find a way to give some comment to the public that actually is meaningful. Because as of right now, it mandates that we have to have a meeting, it mandates that we have a hearing, it mandates that we have to approve the request of the fire district if they want it, regardless of comment from the public or any of our feelings. It completely mandates a vote for us, one way or the other. And I just think that is absolutely wrong on so many levels. And so, and basically, you know, it turns the whole, our room into a dog and pony show, where we allow for public comment and everyone to come in and give their opinion. And we say, sorry, thank you for watching. And, but they feel that it's not fair that this person pays for fire protection and this person doesn't. And and because we're giving these people an option to say yes or no as to whether or not they have to pay for the services being provided, they shouldn't have that option. It's basically their argument. Because they'll always vote no. And
their house burns down.
it's just not true, honestly. And through peer pressure, if you put it out to a vote of the population, everyone that is paying right now, they're gonna vote yes because they want their neighbor to pay for the same protection that they're getting. It's just, but I didn't get to give that portion of testimony because I didn't realize that that was their position. But anyway, I took up a few minutes and got us to 10:30. I just wanted to give you that update and make sure that was out there, but we're gonna keep working on it. The time is 10:30. I will go ahead and open up the hearing for the fairgrounds fee increase. No public is here for the discussion. But do you have anything, Commissioner Albertson?
So the fee increases were all on the RV park and the uses of the arena, mainly the RV park. Last year we had some people come in and use the day use area. They started setting up chicken coops and goats, and then they wouldn't leave. We had to have the sheriff's office and make them leave.
Mhm.
So we increased the fare, the RV park, to hopefully curb some of that. Plus, we weren't making any money. So,
Right. And I think there's been a bunch of adjustments to a lot of the fees all the way across and just trying to bring us up to a standard. It's not dramatic increases, but you know, they're,
we went from $5 to $15 on day use.
which is still very low.
So, anyways,
Okay. Do we have action consideration on this?
we have to
Okay, for approving it today.
So I'll make a motion to accept the fee increases from the fairgrounds.
I'll second that motion. Motion been made and seconded to increase the fairground fees as presented. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. With that, I will go ahead and close the hearing at 10:32. And having no other business before us, do you have anything, Commissioner Albertson? Any public comment, Danielle?
No, we'll talk after.
Okay.
It's not fit for open
that's
session.
ominous.
Off the record.
Oh boy, alright, with that, I will go ahead and close, the meeting adjourned at 10:33.
Perfect.